Now, I think it's pretty safe to say that the future of the Star Wars franchise seems to be quite expansive, not just with their books, novels, comics, and video games, but also, let's not forget about their new live-action Star Wars TV shows, their animated material, and even their fourth Star Wars trilogy of movies and other spin-off films out there by Disney and Lucasfilm. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that we can actually be very excited about is the fact that we've got George Lucas, Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, all three of them working together as a team to really deliver as much authentic material as possible, and that they are indeed shifting away from Kathleen Kennedy. As of right now, Kathleen Kennedy is only working on the Leslie Headland Star Wars TV series, and that's it. Strictly talking here, that's all that she's working on, which is great news. Now, when we think about the future of Star Wars, obviously a lot of fans are more so excited about the movies, right? For now, during the hiatus, they are focused on TV shows such as Mando Season 2 and 3, the Kenobi TV series, the Ahsoka Tano TV show, the Bad Batch, you name it. Those are the majority of shows that they are focused on in between, now and when the movies are going to release. Now, the thing about the future of the Star Wars franchise is that they are also hiring new creatives to come on board. They have Marvel's Kevin Feige helping out with the structure of the overall new Star Wars universe when it comes to the films and how that's going to be handled. They've also got Steven Spielberg as an executive producer for some of the future TV shows to be established on Disney+, so also very excited about that. It seems like that Disney's finally coming to their senses on what the fans really want to see, whether it be in television or in movies. Now, beyond all of this, with the Skywalker saga now over and done with, both Disney and Lucasfilm have been focused on their new Star Wars universe that is set to expand the Star Wars franchise into a library's worth of content, both on television and for movies in the next couple of years. Now, both Bob Iger and Bob Chaypek are fully invested in developing their fourth Star Wars trilogy of movies, starting off with the first film that is dubbed as Star Wars X, which indicates Star Wars Episode 10, since Disney is debating on using the Roman numeral format for the new movies. Now, it's explained that Marvel's Kevin Feige has been in talks with Wonder Woman actress Gal Gadot to actually become a brand new villain in the new Star Wars movies, starting off with Star Wars X. Now, it's noted that they aim to make Gal Gadot's character as the Sith Princess of Exegol in the new Star Wars trilogy of movies. This is Disney's aim to create parallels of the past films. The Sith King of Exegol is still set to be portrayed by actor Keanu Reeves in the new Star Wars trilogy of movies. So, in case you guys did not know, they aim for these new movies to really dive more into the unknown regions and into the world of Exegol, the Sith King, you name it. So, you can kind of see how Disney's trying to lightly or vaguely kind of connect it to the Rise of Skywalker a bit there. In the Rise of Skywalker, in case you guys did not know this, that throne that you do see that Palpatine is sitting on belongs to the Sith King. Now, that character is aimed to be portrayed by Keanu Reeves in the new Star Wars trilogy. Anyways, moving on. Now, the Sith Princess of Exegol, portrayed by Gal Gadot, is set to be a big part of the story in the new Star Wars film, and that Gal's character is going to be introduced in the comics and books next year in 2021 for starters. Now, the new trilogy is set to actually explore a brand new family associated with the dark side. The Sith King, the Sith Princess, the Sith Prince, and the Sith Queen. All four new characters to be used on the world of Exegol in this new Star Wars universe. So once again, guys, like I say, it's going to be a very interesting take because after all, George Lucas himself said, Star Wars is all about family. And you can see that they're following that exact concept in a different way now in this new Star Wars trilogy. Now, this new Star Wars film is also, this is where it begins to get very exciting. The new Star Wars film is also set to explore the secrets of the unknown regions in the new trilogy. Gal Gadot expressed great interest in this character, and that Disney is trying to figure out a schedule, given that Gal Gadot is going to be busy with new upcoming projects for the Star Wars franchise. Additionally, it's noted that the Sith Princess was an original creation by George Lucas from many of his abandoned ideas from Star Wars Legends and the overall old expanded universe and more. The Sith Princess of Exegol is said to be by far one of the most intimidating female roles or characters in the Star Wars universe so far in the foreseeable future, and that gal is set to perform tons of training for the new Star Wars film. Now, Star Wars X is a big film in active development that will be modeled after Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones, that will be darker in tone and will deliver a unique experience for the fans. Let's stop right here for a second. You can see the slight parallels there, right? How they're modeling it after Game of Thrones. You know, you got a king, you got a queen, you got a prince and princess, you know, all that medieval-esque stuff that's going to be used in Star Wars. Now, some of you out there might like that idea, some of you out there may completely despise that idea, and that's fine. But I think it's a really good idea to go with. Now, additionally, it's described that the Sith Princess was an original creation by George Lucas from all of the different abandoned, you know, concepts from Star Wars Legends. Now, about all of this, alright? Everything's going to be darker in tone, and it's going to deliver a unique experience for fans, where Gal is actually said to hold a great interest in working with Keanu Reeves for the new mythology that will dive into an era that takes place years before the High Republic era of Star Wars. If you guys did not know this, the High Republic era is going to take place 200 years before Episode 1. This new era takes place well before that, so let that sink in. The new Star Wars film, alright, is actually set to really deliver darker tones than ever before that fans would ever witness. Gal is actually said to have already met, of course, with other actors coming on board for the new Star Wars film, and given that Reeves, by the way, is aimed to work with Gal, Keanu is a busy man with a handful of films in the near future that are going to be very busy and involved with, such as The Matrix 4, John Wick 4 and 5, and among others, that Reeves is constantly going to be working on for the next couple of years and more. Kennedy, thankfully, is also said to have no involvement with these new movies, and that it's all going to be George, John, and Dave, as well as other creators like directors and writers that will be involved in the actual new trilogy. Now, Gal Gadot being aimed to portray the Sith Princess of Exegol is a very smart move by Disney. I don't know about you guys, but Gal Gadot has done an amazing job with Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 1984 from what has been shown. And I think that what they're trying to do here is that they're really obviously trying to get talent, you know, true talent in the new Star Wars franchise, you know, the new Star Wars universe, if you will. I think that honestly, you know, what, you know, Disney and Lucasfilm are really trying to achieve here is that they're really trying to get that same exact level as the Marvel Cinematic Universe, with, you know, bringing in a lot of unknowns, but also a lot of A-listers at the same exact time. They want to have like a half and half scenario here, where half of the cast is going to be A-list and the other cast is going to be unknowns. And that may very well be a good approach to some people. Some people might not really accept that. You know, she's really going to be involved with a lot of projects in the next couple of years, Gal Gadot. You know, she's in the talks with a lot of other movies, so it's going to be interesting to see exactly, you know, how they're going to work her schedule into this new Star Wars film. Again, like I've said before in the past, it's going to be quite a ride to see how Star Wars is going to evolve throughout the next couple of years and beyond, and throughout this entire decade of the 2020s. Really looking forward to it. I think that fans are really in for a treat and are really in for quite a very fun time by Disney and Lucasfilm. And I really do think that George Lucas, Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni are really going to deliver when it comes to this new Star Wars universe. And lastly, I will say that the Roman numeral format, it's a little tricky. I'm not quite sure if it makes a lot of sense, given that this new movie or this new trilogy is set to take place well before Episode 1. Why really label it as 10, 11, and 12, or Star Wars X being 10, of course? I honestly think it doesn't make all that much sense, if you guys really want my 2 cents on that. I just feel that what they're trying to do here is that they're really trying to stick with the episode format because, well, let's face it, you know, a lot of Star Wars fans are very familiar with that format and more accepting of it. So with that being said, guys, you know, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
once again.